Hey there, this is Ian Savino again, and this time I'm going to be presenting a tool that you can use online that I found really awesome for both students and teachers to learn about a little bit more about the subjects that they're teaching or subjects that they're learning. And this tool, as you can see here on your left, is called arvr.google.com/tour creator. So it is a virtual tour application on AR/VR, and it's a property of Google. And so AR meaning alternate reality, and VR meaning virtual reality. And I'll show you a little bit why it's called something like that. So again, there's the URL, arvr.google.com/tour creator up there. You can see. And when you start and dive into this, usually this would be starting with a teacher. And so you would, right off the bat, it says create tour, get started. So it doesn't even like do like a, here, check out a first one. It's just like dive right in. And so you can do so here and find it. And when you do so, it opens up an opportunity for you to create a new tour or for you to do some templates that you already have. And so I'm going to show you guys the templates first. And as you can see, you have all sorts of different topics. So you can do things like The Apprentice, so TV shows you can talk about, New York City skyscrapers, Seven Wonders of the World. This is great for history. The eyes, so now you're getting into biology, different places. Obviously, geography is a big one, but there's other things like here's photosynthesis, so you get some science, solar systems, so you get astronomy, as well as even modern stuff like Rio de Janeiro, as well as like things like the trip to the North Pole, Earth timeline. Now we're going way back in history. I mean, all my really really cool things you can do. The respiratory system, look at that, that's crazy. But I want to do one that's just locations, and the reason why is because it's a lot easier to use and it can kind of dive you in. So I'll show you a little sample of what I did. What I did is I went right off a template that was Machu Picchu, and I just made this. And so I started here, and I made a tour. And you can have the title here, which I can always change, and you can get some other things. But they had a little baseline kind of description of what this is in the base photo, and I was like, that's great. And then you can categorize it, and you can do things like boom, right off the bat, start with the title, and here's like the second page technically, and here's Machu Picchu, and you can actually move around and check it out, which is so cool. And you can and then you can have little icons that can show you specific things. So here are the Andes Mountains, and then you can scroll down, and there's some other things, and then you can actually have some other narration and different things like that too. And there's a way to be able to add that as well as removing and adding narration on there. I had some of the basics and the defaults on that, but there's some really cool things you can do with that as well. And then you can also add other things, like here's just the most basic ruins, and then here's the river. And if you click the icon there, or actually it shows it directly down here, boom, there you go. And so this is the river. And then you can just go to next pages for more things as you go. And once you kind of build this, you can add scenes. Like for example, what I could actually do is add it, and I could go Machu Picchu, which is so cool, and just boom, now we're in Machu Picchu, and you can literally drag your guy over anywhere where they have had a Google person be at, which of course they have. And so let's say I wanted to go here, I could just put him here. Let's say I wanted to go to Puerta de la Ciudad, I could move it right there, and now I can figure out what that really is. Maybe get him a little bit closer. And now we're on this place, the Puerta de la Ciudad. And again, this is a big study about Incan civilization in South America, which is really cool. And so if I did that, I could select that. And then once I do so, I can say add scene. And boom. Now that's not the best start. And so maybe I'll call that, we'll just call it the city. And you can say that's in Machu Picchu. And then the description. And so maybe I'll say something like, this is where they, this is where they traded. Which, again, I don't really know, but you can use that as a tool too, if you wanted to. And then you can add a specific point of interest and say, hey, this point of interest is, up here, and this is a point of interest. This is where they went to the bathroom. And here's the cool part is once you do this, you can publish it. I'm gonna publish it now. Boom, Machu Picchu. I've added a scene, now I have 7. And I have to wait a little bit. And now you can get that link and it automatically copy it and you can view the tour, or you can share this with your students. And so what they're going to see is this. And they can go full screen, and now they have the adventure of Machu Picchu. Oh, it's so cool. And you can check it out just like this, and then go to the scenes, and then all the way at the end, I'll show you my scene that I added. Oh, and it looks like they actually already had some points of interest even. Zoom back out. Looks like it might have had some issues. So we'll go back. Here we go. Just needed to load a little bit. And so now I can click here and see this is where they went to the bathroom, which again, I can't say is accurate, but it's just a way you can do that. So this is how you use this tool. And I think it's really cool. It's very easy for teachers to do. You can get photos that are already on Google, so you don't even have to worry about your own photos, because it's very important that they're 3D photos like this, 360 photos, so that you can actually explore, which is so cool. And there you go. That's Machu Picchu. And you can do that with all sorts of different things. Thank you so much.